Hi everyone, so in this video I'll tell you how I scored 100 in maths. And if you have completed your syllabus, you've done all the formulas, revised, and then practiced a lot of questions, but still you don't have the idea of paper presentation, then you may lose marks. For example, there is a question on differentiation and it is of 2 marks, alright. So you can apply shortcuts in between. But if the same question is for 6 marks, then you have to follow the steps, like you have to write how did you convert this, the formula basically in the box. The solution to that question should be done in one page if it is a 6 marker. All right, so I'll just cover all the important points in this video. Let's begin with the chapters you have to prioritize. The first being ITF. If you've not done the 11th class formulas on trigonometric functions, then please have a look on the important formulas. For example, 1 plus cos 2x equals to 2 cos square x, then 1 minus cos 2x is 2 sin square x, sin 2x is 2 sin x cos x, and so on. These formulas are going to help you a lot. All right, and then you can move on to the questions of ITF. For questions like tan inverse x plus cot inverse x equals to some value, you will be putting the value of x, and if it verifies, it satisfies the equation, then it's correct. Alright, second is differentiation. You have to do all the formulas. Now important questions like substitution questions, they are asked repeatedly, so you will have to focus on this. You can also refer to the PYQs, and I've also made an ebook that is Final 50. This ebook has the 50 most expected questions for your 2026 board examination. So I've made these handwritten notes and it covers section A. I've clearly shown how you have to attempt every question with the steps that you have to follow and the important things that you have to keep in mind, like you have to write the formula on the right hand side. So if you want to buy that ebook, the link is in the description box. And we also have other subject ebooks like physics ebooks and English language full course. It has all the syllabus covered, along with the PDFs of directed writing, proposal writing, everything is covered in that. So if you want to purchase it, the link is provided in the description. All right, then integration. For example, questions on partial fractions is asked. You have to identify the type of that question and then solve it. For example, this is linear upon quadratic. So what do you have to do? You have to understand which type it is and then solve it accordingly. Then definite integral. This is the frequently asked question where the limit is given from 0 to a, and then you write it equal to f of a minus x. This actually solves a lot of questions. Then moving on to differential equations. I have made videos on these chapters. For example, relations and functions, differential equations, maximum minima. All these topic videos are already on my channel. So if you want to just have a look and understand the concepts, you can refer to my YouTube video. I guarantee concept clarity for all those chapters. Then you'll move on to, see, these two chapters are highly dependent on differentiation. If you know how to solve differentiation, you can easily do this. Maxima minima is sometimes difficult for students, but you have to practice a lot of questions, basically the mensuration questions, like there is this cube, it has a cone inside it, or there is a cylinder, it has a cone inside it. Questions like these are asked every year. Okay, so I've covered all the important questions in my ebook. Then we move on to the relations chapter. Again, a frequently asked question is prove its equivalence. Like you have to prove it's reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. All right. Then functions. Questions like bijective, invertible. The council may ask you prove it's surjective. All right. So you should know what is surjective. Comment down if you know what is surjective. Then Bayes theorem. Yes, this question is asked every year. It's a very simple question, and I think for probability you should do the PYQs only. Don't attempt the exercise questions. They are very bulky and you will not be able to solve it. So it's better to go with the PYQs or refer my ebook. You can solve all those questions from there. In ITF, you also have to learn the domain and range for sine inverse, cos inverse, and tan inverse. Only these three. Now talking about the paper presentation, I'll just tell you how to do it. For example, this is your paper. Question number 1. You don't have to copy the question. Write solution. And you should also mention the part, like question number 1, first part. So if you have done this, you move on to the next page. If you're not able to do question number question number first, second part, then leave this page. Please do not attempt part 3. Otherwise, it becomes confusing for the examiner. He will not be able to find out where your solution to the question is. So it's better to leave that entire page if you're not able to solve the question. And you can maybe solve this question after you complete your paper. Alright. And one more important thing. For example, this question is of 2 marks. Okay, and the same question if it is of 6 marks. When it is of 2 marks, you can apply a shortcut. You can write the solution in 3 to 4 lines. But if the same question is of 6 marks, please don't apply shortcuts. Expand that question. Write the formulas which have been used. Do not skip any step. You should maintain the flow of that question. So you'll have to explain and present everything in your paper so that you can make that person reading it understand. Same applies for all the other subjects also. You people are directly skipping 2 to 3 steps. I did not skip any step, and that is why I scored 100. I had that fear in my mind. If I skip a step and the examiner is not able to figure out what happened, then he or she may deduct my marks. If you have ever interacted with your seniors, they usually say, अरे मेरे marks पता नहीं कैसे कट गए, मैं तो सारे attempt करके आया, फिर भी मेरे 95 आए. Those 5 marks are deducted because you skipped a lot of steps. And I also attempted extra questions. Yes, very important. After you've completed your paper, first try to do those questions that you are sure about, okay? After you complete the entire paper, then you can move on to this question after the or statement. The questions in which you have scored the highest will be marked. They'll be taken into consideration. Alright? So that is a plus point. I think that's all. I'll end up my video here, and if you want any other subject strategy, then do comment. Okay, bye.